For the record, my name is Erin Murphy, at-large City Councilor, and I am the Chair of the Boston City Council Committee on Strong Women, Families, and Communities. Today is September 23rd, 2024. This hearing is being recorded. It is also being live streamed at boston.gov/city-council-TV and broadcast on Xfinity Channel 8, RCN Channel 82, and FiOS Channel 964. Written comments can be sent to the committee email at ccc.swfc@boston.gov and will be made part of the record and available to all councilors. Public testimony will be taken at the end of this hearing, and individuals will be called on in the order in which they signed up and will have 2 minutes to testify. If you are interested in testifying in person, please add your name to the sign-in sheet as you walk into the chamber. And if you are looking to testify virtually, please email the staff liaison, Megan Kavanaugh, which is meghan.kavanagh@boston.gov, for the link, and your name will be added to the list. So today's hearing is on many dockets. We have several dockets in the Strong Women, Families, and Community Committee, which I want to make sure we hear all today so we can get you the money, but it is important that we know what this funding is for, so looking forward to that. So I will read through, so please be patient. Docket 0907, a message in order authorizing the City of Boston to accept and expend the amount of $50,000 in the form of a grant for childhood obesity prevention, environmental health sustainability, awarded by the United States Conference of Mayors to be administered by the Office of Early Childhood Development. The grant will fund and support programs that engage community members and promote or stimulate behavior change in childhood obesity prevention and environmental health and sustainability. This docket was sponsored by the Mayor and referred to the committee on June 5th, 2024. Docket 1106, a message in order authorizing the City of Boston to accept and expend the amount of $165,000 in the form of a grant for the Mayor's Office of Human Services Connect, Learn, and Explore initiative awarded by the Boston Children's Hospital to be administered by the Office of Human Services. This grant will fund youth sports and swim activities in partnership with the Boston Public Schools. Docket 1109, message in order authorizing the City of Boston to accept and expend the amount of $22,500 in the form of a grant for the Child Care Licensing Support Grant awarded by the United Way to be administered by the Office of Early Childhood. The grant will fund stipends for individuals who have completed the Family Child Care Licensing Support Training and have opened their businesses. This docket was sponsored by Mayor Michelle Wu and referred to the committee on July 10th, 2024. Docket 1172, message in order authorizing the City of Boston to accept and expend the amount of $100,000 in the form of a grant for the Senior Save Program grant awarded by the Boston Charitable Trust Fund to be administered by the Mayor's Office of Housing. The grant will fund the hearing system replacement program for eligible senior citizen homeowners in Boston. And docket 1176 was a message in order authorizing the City of Boston to accept and expend the amount of $11,600 in the form of a grant for the escrow mitigation activities awarded to the City of Boston to be administered by the Boston Center for Youth and Families. The grant will fund a pay contractors for mitigation activities. These dockets were sponsored by the Mayor and referred to the committee on August 7th, 2024. Docket 1276, message in order authorizing the City of Boston to accept and expend the amount of $2,232,152 in the form of a grant for the federal FY25 Title III-C Nutrition Services Program awarded by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, passed through the Mass Executive Office of Elder Affairs to be administered by the Age Strong Commission. The grant will fund nutrition services for our older adults in the City of Boston. In docket 1278, a message in order authorizing the City of Boston to accept and expend the amount of $1,600,000 $736,520,000 in the form of a grant for the state FY25 Council on Aging formula allocation awarded by the Mass Executive Office of Elder Affairs to be administered by the Age Strong Commission. The grant will fund social and healthcare services for 115,768 older adults in the city of Boston at $15 per person, according to the 2020 census data for UMass Boston Donahue Institute. And docket 1279, message and order authorizing the city of Boston to accept and expend the amount of $1,038,243 in the form of a grant for the federal FY25 Title IIIB supportive services awarded by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, passed through the Mass Executive Office of Elder Affairs, to be administered by the Age Strong Commission. This grant will fund home-based support services for older adults in the city of Boston. Docket 1280, message and order authorizing the city of Boston to accept and expend the amount of $530,999 in the form of a grant for the federal FY25 Title IIIE Family Caregiver Support Program awarded by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, passed through the Mass Executive Office of Elder Affairs, to be administered by the Age Strong Commission. And this grant will give caregiver services for older adults in our city. Docket 1281, message and order authorizing the city of Boston to accept and expend the amount of $461,143 in the form of a grant for the federal FY25 Title IIIA administration grant awarded by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, passed through the Mass Executive Office of Elder Affairs, to be administered by the Age Strong Commission. The grant will fund costs for the administration of this Title III programs. Docket 1283, message and order authorizing the city of Boston to accept and expend the amount of $177,271 in the form of a grant for the federal FY25 Title III Ombudsman Program awarded by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, passed through the Mass Executive Office of Elder Affairs, to be administered by the Age Strong Commission. And this grant will fund consumer protection programs to improve long-term services for older adults in the city of Boston. Docket 1284, message and order authorizing the city of Boston to accept and expend the amount of $84,058 in the form of a grant for the federal FY25 Title IIID Disease Prevention and Health Promotion awarded by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, passed through the Mass Executive Office of Elder Affairs, to be administered by the Age Strong Commission. This grant will fund services that assist older adults in Boston to prevent illness and manage chronic conditions. These dockets were sponsored by Mayor Michelle Wu and referred to the committee on August 28, 2024. So I think we read them all. Thank you all for being here. So we have been joined by an order of arrival, Councilor Flynn and Councilor Braden. We have read all the dockets. Thank you all for being here. We were hoping to have someone from each of the different departments that will be administering these grants to speak on the good work and the importance of these grants. And it is important that, you know, some of them were small dollar amounts. Yeah, and you can definitely join, push a chair up. Thank you, yeah, sorry, I should have told you that earlier. Some of these are a couple hundred, $1,000, and some are $1 million, but I think it's important that we hear from you to know exactly what this money is going for and how this will be supporting our, residents in the different departments. But first, I will let my council colleagues for opening statements. Councilor Flynn.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you for chairing this important committee. Thank you to the administration team for being here and for the important work you are doing. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Councilor Braden.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and good afternoon, everyone. It's good to see you. Excited to review these grants and find out how you're going to put it to good work, good use, and thanks for being here.
Thank you. So you can decide who wants to go first to speak on the grants. There are several in different departments, so however you'd like. You have a lot.
So I can go last.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought you said let's go first, but that's fine. Chief Masso, would you like to go first, please? Thank
Absolutely,
you.
I definitely will kick us off, and thank you so much, and good afternoon, Councilor Murphy, and members of the council. It's always a pleasure to see you all. Again, thank you for the opportunity to present today. My name is Jose Masso, and I'm the Chief of Human Services. I'm here to testify on the $165,000 grant from Children's Hospital Boston. This funding is a generous contribution from Children's Hospital Boston that earmarks funds for the Mayor's Connect, Learn, Explore commitment to youth. Connect, Learn, Explore aims to support young people in finding their passions, especially in the areas of swimming, sports, biking, and growing food. Specifically, these funds are intended to support collaboration and partnerships between the Human Services Cabinet and the Boston Public Schools to achieve two of the Mayor's goals: to ensure that all young people learn to swim and to lower barriers to sports participation for young people. We are excited about the prospects of partnering with BPS on these two worthy initiatives. This fall, we have successfully built partnerships with 4 schools through our Swim Safe program. We are providing grants to 4 schools so their students can receive lessons either during the school day or after school. The Hurley School and Hernandez School will offer swim lessons during their after-school programs. The Josiah Quincy School will offer lessons to all of their students in from grades 2 to 5. And Bridge Boston Charter School will continue to offer lessons during the school day for the K-2 and first grade students. We are also in discussion with the other school to see if we can forge a partnership between their school and the nearby Kroc Center. On the sports side of the house, I am excited to share that we launched Let's Play Boston today, an initiative that captures all of the great work the city is doing to support the youth sports ecosystem. BPS Athletics are a great partner to us, and we look forward to supporting their efforts to increase access to youth sports for BPS students. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Could I ask you, on docket 1176, it is going to be administered through BCYF. Could you just touch on that one? This one is the $111,600. It's a small dollar amount, but the grant will fund to pay contractors for mitigation activities.
Yes, so we are actually not receiving funds for that.
Okay.
It's every fiscal year that amount will be transferred from our operating budget to that account, to a separate account.
Okay.
For those activities. It's I think scheduled for up to 3 years.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Kristen, would you like to go next?
Sure.
You ready? Thank you, Chief.
So I have docket 0907, which is actually also connected to the Mayor's Connect, Learn, Explore program. We applied last year to the U.S. Conference of Mayors as part of their childhood obesity Prevention and Environmental Health Sustainability Awards program, and we came in second. And so the $50,000 that they have given us is to expand sports programming aligned with the Mayor's Sports Initiative, but really targeting 3 to 6-year-olds. So thinking about how we begin to do movement and play in that space. And we've started with some pickup soccer for parents and children during the summer at 3 sites. We piloted something, and so that will expand as we move into the fall and next year. And we'll also be working with Chief Masso's team around potentially basketball as well as soccer. So that's what those funds are for.
Thank you.
And then did you want me to do docket 1109 as well?
Please, yes.
So docket 1109, as you all know, we have the Child Care Entrepreneurship Fund, which is really focused on helping family child care providers who want to start a business to go through the licensing process. And one of the things that the funds from the United Way allows us to do is to leverage the city investment through the operational budget for the contractor who's doing the training and technical assistance and the mentoring. And then when they have completed their training program, they've opened their business, so they actually got their license, then they will receive a stipend from us in the event, in the amount of $1,000 each that they can use towards supplies and goods for the businesses that they're opening.
Great, thank you.
So just go through them all?
Sure.
So docket 1276 is for our Title III-C nutrition program. So this is a piece of the nutrition funding. We'll have 2 other pieces that will come through this committee. Together, these are combined with other external pieces that flow into the elder nutrition program for the city, and so it funds congregate meal sites across the city. So we have about 40 sites across the city where an older person can go and eat for a $2 suggested donation. And then it also funds a piece of the citywide Meals on Wheels program for older adults. And these are fully pass-through dollars for us, so we put them out to bid, and we have vendors who work with us on this program. The Docket 1278 is our formula grant for being the City of Boston's Council on Aging. So we get $15 per elder per year through the state budget to provide services for older adults in the City of Boston. So this Council on Aging grant actually funds a number of our staff downstairs. We use it to fund part of our communications team, some of our constituent services, our housing and our benefits and advocacy staff, some of our events and programs team. It also funds our seniority magazine, which we get out there into the community. So lots of different pieces that this important funding is providing for us. Docket 1279 is our Title IIIB Supportive Services Program. So this is our most flexible Title III, which is the Older Americans Act. It's our most flexible pot of money. We fund 18 community partners with this money to do a whole host of different things, some housing stability work, a lot of programming in the community for folks, some real social connection work, trying to break down social isolation and create connections between volunteers and older people. So lots of important work going on with that money. We also keep a small bit of that money in-house to fund some of our advocacy and benefits team and the work that we do to distribute taxi coupons throughout the City of Boston. Docket 1280 is our Title IIIE Family Caregiver Support Program. So this program is a really comprehensive way to support caregivers who are caring for people over the age of 60 in the city, or caregivers who are over the age of 60 who are caring for grandchildren or other kinship relationships with children. Again, this is money that we put fully out to bid every year, and for what's a very comprehensive program in the City of Boston. Docket 1281 is our Title IIIA, so this is our administration grant. We have a team downstairs who works with all of our partners that we give money to and keeps us, audit ready. Because this money, since it's federal dollars, we go through audits on them. So we do a lot of checking of invoices and backup and all of that, and that funds our work in that area. And also our programmatic monitoring work, so making sure that we're getting out and that the people that we fund are doing what they're supposed to be doing and what they've agreed to do in the community to support our older residents. Docket 1283 is the Ombudsman program. So this is a program, again, that we put fully out to bid and have a community partner that runs the program for us. But it's a great program that works with our long-term care facilities in the city. So our nursing and rehab centers, our assisted living programs, and our rest homes. And there are trained volunteers who go in to act as ombuds in those residences for people that are living in the residence or their caregivers who need to kind of navigate issues with the facility and with the staff. And then Docket 1284 is our Title IIID, Disease Prevention and Health Promotion. I always wish we had more money for this program, but these are evidence-based healthy aging programs that we fund throughout the city. Again, this money goes fully out into the community to a number of community partners. I think we fund 4 different community partners with these funds, and they're running programs like Healthy Ideas, which is a evidence-based depression program. They're running Bingo Size and chronic disease self-management and lots of other programs to, evidence-based programs so that people can live healthier lives in our city. So, thank you very much.
Wonderful, thank you.
Thank you. Karen Ravaza, and I'm the director of the Boston Home Center at the Mayor's Office of Housing, and I'm here for docket 1172, Boston Charitable Trust Grant for our Senior Save program. So just to give you a big description or a high-level description of the Senior Save program, it's a program to really help eligible seniors to replace their failing or insufficient heating systems with energy efficiency systems. And this is managed by us, the Boston Home Center, with the Mayor's Office of Housing. This program provides a grant of $8,000, again, to replace that failing furnace to a more energy-saving equipment. And with this program has been launched since 2015, and we have served about 481 seniors that had heating systems replaced. So we're hoping that this $100,000 that we're from the Boston Charitable Trust Fund will be used for gap funding for up to $1,500 for heating replacement costs, about the program's cap of $8,000. And any heating replacement that exceeds $9,500 will be offered through our other programs that are 0% interest deferred loan if there is any remaining balance. So this funding, it's really important for us to continue to serve our seniors in the city of Boston to make sure they have a heating during this winter. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone for sharing out. Councilor Braden, do you have any questions? Or?
And easy to understand. I had a question for Commissioner Shea. Under 1278, a thing that came to mind is thinking about the census. Did we get a good, accurate count in the 2020 census of elders? I know we undercounted a lot of people, but did we get a good count of elders?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure that the 2020 census was
The best ever. Never.
the best ever. Unfortunately, those are the numbers based on state statute. Those are the numbers that our amount will be multiplied by until 2032, when we have the 2030 census numbers.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we're stuck with, but we were lucky this year that the state actually gave us a $1 increase. So we went from $14 per elder per year to $15 per elder per year. So we have had a little bit of an increase in our amount this year. So we're happy about that.
And the other question I had was the SHINE program, and this may be slightly off on a bit of a tangent here, but I understand in the state budget that there was $1 million earmarked for the SHINE program that the governor vetoed. I don't know, did we get it put back in, or do you still fund the SHINE program? Because it's very, very important to help people navigate their Medicare.
I think there was some confusing messaging around that. So SHINE is the governor vetoed $1 million in the account that SHINE is in, but my understanding is that it was not the SHINE dollars. So my understanding is that the SHINE funding is complete. We do not fund SHINE. The SHINE funding comes from the feds and a little bit to the state. And there's never enough funding for SHINE. For the Medicare counseling that SHINE does. Ethos is the coordinator of SHINE here in the city. for Boston. But what we do is we make sure that all of our advocacy and benefits team is fully trained in Shine. So they go through the 50-hour Shine certification training. They do monthly updates with the Medicare information, and they do Medicare counseling as part of their job. So we wrote it into their job description and gave them a bump in pay when we added it to their job description. So we're excited to have a whole team downstairs that does that work, and we'll have 15 open enrollment events coming up. Open enrollment starts October 15th.
Very good. And the other question I had was about the Ombuds program. Is it routine visits, or how do you request an Ombuds person to be involved with your family member or whatever?
Sure. I'll do my best to answer this, and then maybe my team has a better answer. But the way the program works is Ethos has a coordinator for the program, and then they have volunteers that are assigned to the different long-term care facilities. And so the residents at the long-term care facility should know who their volunteer is, and their volunteer goes in on a regular basis. Anything else? Monthly? Monthly. They go in monthly. And do they go to residents' rooms? And they go around to the different residents' rooms and introduce themselves.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
And we can get you, if you want additional information on the program. It's actually a really neat program, and they play a really important role. And I know they're back, like they had trouble during the pandemic, but they're kind of back in full force in the long-term care facilities. So if you have additional questions, we can get you answers for those.
Yeah, thank you. And then with regard to the swim program, I know, and the program for the childhood obesity, those go to your shop, don't they? They're yours.
They do, yes.
Yeah. So the 3 to 6 year olds pick up soccer. How many programs? Like I know $50,000 probably doesn't go very far, but what sort of numbers of kids were participating this summer?
That's a great question, Kristen.
So the 3 that we ran this summer, one was in Dorchester, one was in Roxbury, one was in the South End. It was 100 children this summer. So we're hoping to take sort of that pilot and do it again this fall with 2 new providers and see how many young people we're able to touch that way.
Mm-hmm. I think one of the things that folks found out in Alston Brighton this past summer was I think kids were going to Dorchester for soccer, and it's not round the corner in the summertime. I think there was very little in terms of child programming in Alston Brighton this summer, so that's a conversation for another day. But we do have a large number of little kids at the moment.
We're in conversation with the Alston Brighton Main Streets because they would very much like to do it in Alston Brighton, and they are looking for a local organization to be the host. So we're in continued conversation with them.
With Alston Brighton Main Streets?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. These are important grants. Kids swimming and seniors getting their services, and housing grants for heating. The winter's coming, so thank you all for coming. There's no need unless you have anything else to say or to share out. Okay. So that being said, docket 1106, the hearing on docket 1106, 1172, 0116, 0907, 1109, 1276, 1278, 1279, 1280, 1281, 1283, and 1284 is adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
We will get you your money. Oh, was there public testimony? Do you want to sign up now, Mr. Provenzano? You can go right to the microphone. That's okay. I'm glad to see you. Please go right to the microphone.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Of course.
Only because I got here late, I apologize for you and the councilors and my friend up in the back there. On docket 1176. Would you mind where I wasn't here, could you just explain that one to me? I have a situation at the BCYF and I want to get it squared away as soon as possible. I've testified in the past with all the energy I could to publicize how well I feel about the BCYF and the Curly Recreation Center. Since I was a kid, I've been going there with every kind of activity going on. It kept a lot of us off the street for years, and a lot of good stuff came out of it. So I'm just wondering what this docket, if you could just explain it to me, and then I'll just take it from
Chief,
there.
if you could explain, is it for personal member mitigation support, or is it for the city and BCYF if needed mitigation?
It's actually for the plovers in the Curly.
To get the beach open?
Yep.
So that was specifically being spent for the plovers, remember the birds on the beach?
Oh.
At the Elso?
Oh, yeah.
It's specific to the mitigation. I know Congressman Lynch had some federal money also, and Nick Collins got some state money, and
Yeah.
David Beal. So this would be directly connected to the plovers and the
Right.
beach not being open.
Thank you. Thank you
Yes,
for
but we can speak offline about the other one, because the question
Yes.
is like around if individual people have concerns, who.
Well,
can
in
we speak
support
to?
of that,
Yeah.
we've had them there for, I can't tell you how many years we as members blocked off a section long before the people came in, that what they're doing now.
Yeah.
And blocked off an area, so the birds have been happy with us. We've fed them and all kinds of stuff, so it's all good, believe me.
Good relationship.
And I'm talking about 20, 30 years this has been going on. We've always had them up in the right-hand corner,
Yeah.
and they're part of our family.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they've evicted the humans, and they've taken over most of the land, but just to a certain degree. But we've dealt with it, and it's fine.
Yeah.
So if that was exactly what that was for, then I'm good. I'd like to talk to
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, thank
council
you.
if I could afterwards, if you don't mind.
I don't mind at all.
Thank you so much. I
Thank you.
apologize again for being late, and I took an extra 5 minutes on you guys.
No, we appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you all. And as you know, we will reach out if we have any individual concerns, but thank you for all you do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.